Hello everyone, my name is Lenore DeCal, best-selling author and award-winning coach, and I'm here to tell you 5 habits you should develop in order to make travel an amazing opportunity for personal growth. So the first habit that I would recommend is meditation. Meditation has so many benefits to begin with, but it is a great way to practice development and gratitude and insight based on the experience that you're currently having. A lot of times we go through our day and we live certain things, but we don't really meditate on them and think about how they've made us feel, reflect on what we've learned, etc. So something that I recommend is at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day, taking some time to sit in silence and truly allow yourself to get into that zone of clear thought and meditation. What you can do is you can take some time to just take a few deep breaths right in the morning when you first wake up and meditate on what you want your day to look like based on the experiences you want to have. How can you be intentional as you go throughout the day? And then at the end of the day, come back and take those deep breaths, sit in silence with yourself, and meditate on whether you were able to live out your intention the way that you had hoped and desired, and also meditate on what you learned. Allow yourself to immerse yourself in the experiences of that day and to reflect on what they taught you and what you were able to really take away from everything that you've lived in those 24 hours. The second habit that I would recommend really kind of just adds onto the meditation. When you're meditating, what you're doing is you're really allowing yourself to immerse yourself into your own thoughts, your subconscious, and really taking in your day to the fullest, taking in your travels to the fullest, so that you can experience them again on a deeper level and fully reflect, which leads us to our second habit, which is even deeper reflection through journaling. So when you're meditating, you're experiencing it in your mind, you're visualizing it, you're seeing it, you're feeling it, you're remembering. What the journaling helps you then do is take it out of your mind, put it on the paper, and really solidify it so that you can remember it and take away from it. The daily meditation is for intention setting to help you go about your day in a way that you will learn and you will take deep experiences from everything that you live. The end of the day meditation is to help you really just reflect on whether you had that, intention fulfilled throughout the day, and to reflect on your experiences and to really live them deeply and process them rather than just kind of going throughout your day, just not paying attention. What the journaling then does is it takes that processing and that experience and those memories from that day and it puts it down into forever. Also, when we write, we process things even deeper. So when you're visualizing it, you're immersing yourself in it, you're kind of just reliving it. But when you journal it down and you actually write down everything that happened and write down your reflections, you're learning new things from what you just processed again. So this will help you build an even deeper relationship from the experience you've already had, to reflect on it even further, and to write down your learnings and your takeaways and to keep this with you forever. So it's not just a memory you have in that one day, but some journal that you can look back and reflect and learn from even years later. So the third most important habit to have while you're traveling is almost 2-in-1. Practicing being present and practicing gratitude. And the reason why they kind of go hand in hand is because when you're present, you are more likely to feel that gratitude for what you're experiencing. In a fast-paced world, we often just go about our day, not even really realizing what's happening, not paying attention to the conversations we're having. We're listening to reply rather than listening to listen. Or grabbing a coffee to wake up, not to sit and enjoy the coffee, right? So practicing actually really living deeply each moment for the moment itself, being present in everything that you're experiencing, will help you not only make the most of your travel experience, it will also help you practice gratitude. So let's say you're in Italy and you stop in a little cafe for just a nice coffee, a nice espresso. Rather than kind of rushing in, grabbing your coffee and continuing on your tour, take time to sit and really feel, the ambiance of the cafe around you. Look around, recognize that there's different languages that you're hearing, that you're surrounded by a new culture, a new experience, a new environment, coffee that was made from different beans in a different place, right? Immerse yourself fully in that experience and then allow yourself to feel gratitude for it. Allow yourself to realize how lucky you are to be able to travel and to experience that. And if you go about your day being present and feeling gratitude, you will be able to take so much more from your travels than people who just walk down the street taking selfies. You'll be able to really, truly live it. This is a great one. Number 4, flexibility. You want to be incredibly flexible while you're traveling because not everything is going to be the way that it is at home. People's schedules are different, the timing is different. For example, in Spain, the sun doesn't rise until 8:30 in the morning, so people wake up much later and eat dinner around 10 p.m. rather than 7 p.m. In different countries and different cultures, people do things differently. So you're going to want to be flexible while you travel. Some days you're going to miss your bus and you're going to have to find a different mode of transportation. Some days you're not going to be able to hang out with someone you thought you would, but you'll meet an entirely new friend. So the important thing is being flexible will allow you to then take advantage of new opportunities and reduce your stress. And what this does for you in the long run in terms of personal growth is it helps you to, through these experiences of having to be flexible in foreign countries, when you're at home in your own country, you will have learned to adapt more quickly, to adjust more quickly, and to really think outside of the box for solutions for when things aren't going as planned, which is a great skill to take home both in life and in business. Finally, the 5th habit or skill that I would recommend while you're traveling is consideration. Be considerate and open-minded when it comes to other cultures. A lot of times you're going to be traveling, maybe let's say you're from a Western country and then you're traveling in Asia or Latin America or something that's pretty different from what you're used to. You're going to want to be considerate of how other people do things and different cultural ideas of what's right and what's wrong and what's polite and how do you go about your day as a person in that specific country rather than just as a person with your normal customs and habits. For example, in some parts of Asia, it's actually impolite when you don't slurp, right? Which is the complete opposite, as if you're in the Western world, you're not going to be drinking soup and slurping it. You're going to be trying as hard as you can not to, right? So learn about different cultures. When you go to a country, learn the words that you're most likely to use: please, thank you, hello, and then also learn about their cultural traditions and habits and try to implement that in your own life as you're living in their country. You want to be really considerate of really other people's lifestyles and habits because they are going to be different from your own when you're traveling in a new place. This will allow you to become more flexible in your life, to become more open-minded, to see things from a different perspective, which is really going to help you grow. And on top of it, it's a matter of respect, which will allow you to connect culturally with people you might not ever have connected with before. And these new friendships and connections are going to allow you to grow even more. Thanks so much for taking the time to stop by and listen to my 5 top habits you need for personal growth when you're traveling. I hope that you found it helpful, and if you have any other tips or advice or takeaways that you want to add, feel free to drop them in the comments down below.